Hello mate, how's it going? I had a word come into my head this morning. Creation. And I haven't been able to get it out of my head all day. I've been toying and puzzling with what to say on it because I knew that I needed to come and make this video. But I just haven't been able to find the words or the angle that I wanted to take. I was thinking on it for a lot of time today. And then it just came to me as I sat down to record that creation can come in two forms. You see, I think for a lot of us, when we think of creation, creativity, it's always, a pulling together of things. It's addition. It's, I've got my greenhouse here, and you put together a seed, some soil, some water, some sunlight, and it grows. It makes something. A plant is created, a pepper in this case. It could be, an artwork, a canvas. You put together the paints, the paintbrush, the artistic skill. You add all of that together, and you get a work of art at the end. But not all creation is a process of addition, is it? Sometimes creativity requires removal, whether it be whittling like a small carved feature, a little character, whether it's sculpting a block of marble. The mason or the sculptor has to chip away, they have to remove material to get to that end result. And it made me think a lot about how we view ourselves and how we view the growth in our lives. We often, when we talk about growth, we expect it all to be like the plant. Things come into our life, they help us grow. We do good habits on a day-to-day basis, opportunities present themselves, and we're able to flourish. But sometimes growth, that creativity, that process to the finalised artwork doesn't come from increase, it comes from subtraction. We have to remove. And I think often it's the removal of things from our life that are the most difficult, aren't they? I certainly have found that to be the case for me. Those habits, those attitudes, the ways in which we view ourselves and the world that are not healthy, they're not helpful. Oftentimes we hold on to them because they're a bit of a defense mechanism, perhaps. We believe that it's how we are, how we were, just how our personality has developed. But actually they can be quite harmful. A lot of those beliefs that we hold about ourselves and about other people in the world. Sometimes for the growth to happen that we're looking for that creation of a new person, a new version of ourselves, a new season or stage of life, it actually takes removal of those beliefs, those habits from us, rather than adding anything new in, adding any more creation into the mix. And I suppose I was challenged with that, to look at my own life and really see what have I got going on at the moment? What beliefs am I holding? What habits am I doing that really I need to shed to grow into the next version of myself, to create the next version of myself that's happier, healthier, more successful, and also more in tune and more aligned with the heart of God as well. And so, as I've been kind of dwelling on this, I've realised that I think a lot of what I struggle with is consumption. It's social media, scrolling on my phone. I find I get very distracted by it, but also it takes up space in my life that I could be doing other, better, more healthy and wholesome things with. And so for me, really, that's the one that I know that I need to remove. I need to carve that away, chip away at it in whatever way that I can. And it may be the same for you. You may have other things you're struggling with. But finding finding what that is for you, finding what those, perhaps the bits you need to remove are, will actually help you to kind of get to that final stage, that final, I guess, the final sculpture or the final finished product quicker. When a sculptor takes a block of marble, sure, they could add piece by piece, very, very slowly, lots of little specks of marble onto that big square block and eventually come up with a sculpture. But it's actually far easier to chip away at what's already there to reveal what's inside. And so that really was my thoughts on creation today. And yeah, I hope that it's helped. I know it's made me reflect on my own life, and I hope that it may do the same for you. If you want help with kind of building creativity into your life, both in a healthy way of removing and stripping back some of those negative and unhelpful habits or beliefs that you may have, and building some new ones, growing some habits of, and perhaps looking after yourself a bit better, then check out the links in the description. There is a guidebook there that is what I use for myself on a daily basis, that's really helped me to come from a place where I was really struggling, I was really down, I was very just kind of lost and fed up with life. And through the grace of God, and also through kind of working sustainably and slowly on myself, I've built myself up to the place where I am now. But to get there, I also had to strip a lot away. I had to remove a lot of material as well as adding in those good things. So yeah, check it out if it speaks to you. And until next time, take care. God bless.